amount of money from the funding agency, what are objectives, what are aims, what you would like to get out of it. Understand? You can say this actually, this was done earlier for this type of thing, and I would like to generalize this one or something like that. Something actually from here, this is very important. This 500 words, everything is clear. Understand? So these things, only from those 500 words, the objectives and all these things actually can be written. Understand? Now, review and status of research and development of the project. Now, what about the international status? Whether this type of work has been carried out in international level? If so, where? And who is the worker? Because arbitrarily, if you write a project, you will be caught by the experts. Because arbitrarily, without having, without read properly, understand? So if you submit a proposal, you will be caught. So review of but means, see, this sort of work, where it is going on in international level, in national level. That means the expert community will understand that actually you have gone through the literature and the documented literature you have understood, and you would like to make some addition to it. Understand? Because the work has already been done, you want to substantiate something else from your project. Understand? And relevant references. Because in any case, any work you refer, last you mentioned references, these references are also equally important. From references, you can get the author's name and whether it is a paper or the thesis, anything like that you can find out. Okay. And then relevant reference. Importance of the proposed project in the context of the current status. During the present need, at the time of present need. See, many members of the teaching faculty and students have got large number of funding, large number of projects sanctioned using COVID-19. Because this is emerging thing, COVID-19, because here it is mentioned in the context of the current status. Because as you know, COVID-19 giving some, actually, there is some, suppose you want to work something, that means you have to, you must have referred the documented literature very clearly. And then you try to understand, you work out something. But without working, say, any funding agency will not give you financial assistance. You will go through the, if you have something in mind and you have done some groundwork, then only submit a proposal, definitely will get it. Understand? Important. The review of expertise available. Now, here, suppose who are the people working in this field, which organization, names of those people in India and outside. Okay? Review of expertise available with purpose investing group and so on. Because suppose you got a project, you have started working, then suppose you are stuck up somewhere, who is going to help you? So that also you have to mention, so and so is working in, say, Raipur or say Delhi or somewhere. So that means the experts will come to understand that you have some knowledge about the expertise elsewhere. So that in case of your problem, they will help you. This is also regarding. And here also the references. Now, work plan. Now, this work plan is methodology. That means what are the methods you are going to employ? Understand? What are the methods? Is modeling or something like that? What are thought, or say the numerical modeling or something like, or simulation, something. But understand? Or say in mathematics, Runge-Kutta methods, and all these things are there. Understand? Some methodology, what are the methods you want to employ? Now, organization of work elements. How do you start? Given sanctioned a project, how do you start? Suppose, first of all, you will make an advertisement in case you want some research, say research fellows. Suppose you want some research fellows, you will make an advertisement. Advertisement directly, you cannot make it without taking the permission of the university, because there are certain rules and norms of the university concerned to flush in the newspaper, one regional, one national. Remember, these are some of the things, because while submitting the report, the experts may visit your institution also after 1 year. What type of work you are doing? But after some funding this one, after 1 year, you have to supply a report that this sort of thing I've done. Then in the second year or so, the experts may visit your university to a department to see, to judge your work. Understand? So we cannot make any false report or something like that. Now, organize work element, then advertisement to take a research scholar. But remember, the salary of the research scholar will be paid directly from you, from the funding agency. You need not, because if your project is say 70, you may mention salary also. If salary means, suppose it comes to say 19 lakhs, something like that, and this salary of the research scholar becomes 5 lakhs, means your project is only 40 lakhs. Because this money will not come to you. Directly with the progress report, it will come to the university in the name of the candidate, in the research scholar. Understand? So these are some of the things actually. Now, origin of the time schedule of activities, giving milestones. Just within 6 months, you have advertisement and selected one research scholar. Then what else? Some actually, suppose you want to get reprints and all these things, those things also. Append a bar diagram. You have to attach a bar diagram, understand? Or it is known as PERT chart, P-E-R-T, PERT chart. Bar diagram or PERT chart. For 6 months, how much? For another 6 months. So you have to give chronologically every 6 months, what is actually, how far you have gone in your work. These are some of the things actually you have to write. The PERT chart. This is also from PERT chart and bar diagram also, the experts could understand that actually how well you have understood the proposal. The proposal you have submitted, no doubt. How well you can motivate, how can proceed with the project. Understand? These are the things. Then suggested plan of action for utilization of research outcome expected from the project. As I told you, see, suppose you have some findings, when you are given a project with some vision, with some aim, some objectives, you will say, I obtained this one. This is known as a plan of action. Who is going to utilize? Suppose you have obtained some results. That is why it is known as user's agency. Who is going to use your findings? That also you have to mention. And say that also you have to make a mention here. Who is going to use this? Either you can say these things. Actually, these are some of the technical but not very important. And say, but suitably you have to write, so that there won't be any difficulty in getting a project and actually facing the expert body. Because you can submit, no doubt. Because on the basis of every item, the expert committee will ask clarification. This clarification you have to give them, not written, face to face, because there will be a body of 10 to 12 experts and you have to explain each and every thing. Understand? Now, budget estimate. Budget is again another main thing. Now, recurring means salaries, consumables, travel, other costs, recurring. Understand? And second one is equipment. Now, equipment means, nowadays what happens, everybody in mathematics department, they ask a computer. Because you are expected to have a computer in your department and in the university. You cannot ask a books, computer and all this. Long ago, we were asking for computer, but now computer is meaningless. Suppose you ask very workstation, alpha deck, supercomputer, then only you can mention. So you can mention, no doubt, supercomputer, but what is the use? How do you use this supercomputer? So these are first year, second year, third year, and total in rupees you have to mention, grand total. And again, budget for salaries. Salary means, suppose you want to have 2 research scholars or 3 research scholars for them also, you have to make a mention here. No doubt, the payment will be made directly by the funding agency to the university, but you have to categorically mention here. Suppose you have mentioned some 4,000, 5,000 like. Once it is revised, automatically it will be paid by the funding agency. Now justification also, how many research scholars and what sort of work you can assign them to get the need, and budget for consumables, materials, sexual, what are the consumables needed for the project. Now budget for travel. Suppose you want to say, I want to visit, say, Trivandrum for getting this idea. So justification. For what sort of thing you are going to Trivandrum, Delhi, Rajasthan, Jaipur, and all this, you have to make a mention. And what is the cost? Because remember, here only airfare is not granted, only second AC fare is all over the India, but actually it must be approved. So to what are the places you want to visit, where you can get expertise for your project, then definitely this will be approved. Justification. And budget for the other costs, contingencies. As you know already, contingencies. And budget for equipment. Suppose you want to have some equipment, then actually it must be indigenous. You cannot bring any equipment from outside, provided it is very necessary for your project. Answer. List of facilities available in your parent institution, your university. Then water and electricity, lab, furniture, AC room, and telecommunication, including email, fax, and internet and library, and administrative and secretarial assistance. Because when you do something, secretarial assistance is also there. Because 10% or 20%, DST gives 20% of the budget will be given as secretarial assistance. It will come directly to the university. So university will make payment for the secretarial assistance. Suppose somebody is there in a UGC research and development, something like that. That's it. And the computation facility, you cannot say no. So for everything, if you want, they will understand that you don't, your university or institution doesn't have any infrastructure for these things. And then equipment available with the instrument. What are the equipments available? You have to make a mention. AC is available, work plan is so laboratory is available, and then computer is available. And understand. Now this 9th one, detailed biodata of PI. So when submitting the proposal, say detailed biodata of both PI and co-PI. You have to mention, and your publication list. And suppose any patent you have, or say projects, if you have handled anything, who has funded that project, and how long, what was the outcome?
Not audible, sir.
Huh? Still 1 minute, na?
Not audible, sir.
Huh? Hello? Not audible. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Not audible.
No, audible, sir. No audible.
Acha. No. So suppose you have completed any project. So project title you have to mention, who was the funding agency, what is your outcome, what you have obtained. Understand? These are the things you have to make a mention there. Understand? And findings, users, agency, and all these things you have to give. Then last, actually, any other relevant matter in support your project you want to have. Once you are expert, once you have experience in submitting this one, you can also make a mention there. And it should be routed through the head of the institution. It should be routed through the head of the institution. Anything like that. If some of you are interested in submitting this one, my mail is there. My mail ID is with Dr. Bansal mail ID. A telephone number is also there. So in case you directly want to contact, first of all, download the pro forma, because directly you cannot sit with the computer and online you can fill up. You first of all download, you write in a piece of paper all the headings. Understand? So one by one, wherever you feel any difficulty, you can contact me, I will help you, or after filling also without submitting, you send me that rough draft. So if at all if at all there is any necessity, I will also make certain changes so that your project will be approved. That's right. Anything, any question from the audience?
Any question from audience side, sir? Any question from audience side? Raise your hand. Any question from audience side? Raise your hands. Kalika. Ji.
Good evening. जर्नल के लिए हाँ पेपर अच्छा just see, nowadays when you go for an interview, you may have 100 publications. They will ask you whether paid journal or not. If it is paid journal, they do not give much importance to it, because nowadays so many journals are in the market. If you pay 6,000, 10,000, 12,000, it will be sometimes Scopus also. So they will ask you whether the journal you have submitted, you have published a paper is actually whether you have paid journal or unpaid journal. So always try to have unpaid journal. Understand? And there are so many unpaid journals also. UGC also referred so many journals. Understand? So those things. So what is the reason? May I know the topic or the title of the paper in which you have submitted a paper? Cryptography. Cryptography is nice subject actually. Cryptography. So cryptography actually, once generalization means actually, I think there will be some expert committee, you know. Understand? In any journal, there will be some reviewers will be there, you know. So who are the experts or who are the reviewers in cryptography? It will be referred there. Understand? According to his advice, paper will be either published or rejected. So first of all, you do one thing. Before submitting a paper, you just see the journal, there will be some editorial board. There will be editorial board. And in the editorial board, so many reviewers will be there. And actually your paper refers to which reviewer. So you just contact him. You send a paper. Understand? Not for publication, for his advice. So once you send him, he will give you some constructive advices. Understand? He will give you some examples and all this to rewrite this one, to do this way, that way, so that instead of submitting directly to the publisher for publication, you just send this one to one of the reviewers or referees in that editorial board, so that you get some input from the reviewer. Accordingly, you do some changes, again send him. Understand? If he says okay, then definitely your paper will be published. Understand? Any project? Hello? Any project? Have you any projects? Sponsored project, final, major project? Anything? Somebody else is asking?
Yes, sir. Sir, this is Dr. Debrina Jana. Sir, sir, I have a question for you. The question is like, does anyone need to have a major project for his or her promotion as assistant professor if he is or she is teaching in a state-aided college?
No, actually, it differs from institution to institution, madam. Institution to institution. Understand? So there are some institutions, even suppose you apply to an IIT or an NIT, there actually, once you have a project, sponsored project funded by funding agency, then it becomes easier for you to get inducted into the institute, NIT or IIT. or even universities also, central university, state universities, understand? So for actual promotion also nowadays, just see, without a project from associate professor to professor also, they create some objection. You may have some publications, and say you may have some patents, you may have some, you must have visited so many countries, yet they say any funding, any project you have completed, any sponsored project, not any
Sir.
project means you do some project, nothing like that. A sponsored project. Please ask me, madam.
Yeah, sir. I am in the last year of a DST sponsored project of 35 lakhs. I am the PI, only the sole
Congratulations,
PI.
madam.
Yes,
Ah.
thank you, sir. Sir, but when I joined this college, which is a state-aided college, it is almost 4 years of completion of the project, and I have already published papers in Chemical Communications, Journal of Physical Chemistry, and all these things. But the thing is that when I joined this college, which is in October 2020, so after that I have to do a lot to shift my lab and everything. And as you know, in the state-aided colleges, there are not that much infrastructure to support the research and all these things. So I'm little bit afraid that my progress of the research is going to be hampered for this one. So, sir, in this circumstance, sir, let's say if I write for another project, which I am hopeful that I will be get another one because I have publications from the current one.
Unless you complete this one, unless you submit the final report, the second project cannot be granted, madam.
Okay.
But you can state to the funding agency your difficulty. After joining the college did not have the infrastructure and all these are problems. Understand? Your DST will definitely consider. Understand? Your difficulties. Understand? They may also suggest you some measures. And accordingly you can proceed or use just whatever you have done. Understand? Your project was for 3 years or 4 years? 3 years. Hello? Your project was granted for 3 years or 4 years, madam?
Madam?
Your project was granted for 3 years or 4 years? Janna.
She's unmute, sir.
Acha. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Now, one more thing also. There is also
5
minor...
years, 5 years, sir.
Oh, it was granted. No, it was granted only for 3 years after the
5
extension. Acha. Then you can spell your difficulties, madam, to DST. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So they will definitely support you. And actually, on the basis of your findings, till now, the publications and all these things, you submit the complete report to DST. Understand?
Okay.
After this one, you will get actually ratification from DST. After that, only you can submit a new proposal, new project. Understand?
Okay, sir.
And so you are PhD holder, madam. Just see, those of you do not have PhD also, they can submit for the minor project. In minor project, UGC pays about 10,000, up to 10 to 12 lakhs.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So for those
I have PhD, sir.
I
have PhD.
Pardon?
PhD, sir. I have 3 years postdoctoral experience in US also, sir.
Acha. Okay. Good. Actually, nowadays it is very essential, to have a project. It may be from DST, CSIR, anywhere, National Board of Higher Mathematics, anywhere. Understand? But you should have a project. Understand?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for having given me an opportunity to share my feelings with the...
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your knowledge with us, sir.
Okay.
Now start valedictory session, sir.
Immediately.
हमारे साथ सर
अच्छा
सर हमारे साथ हमारे ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर सर जुड़ गए हैं सर प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर राजेश पाठक जी सर
वो है क्या
जी सर
अच्छा ओके गुड
सर
Good evening, Dr. Sir.
नमस्कार.
Nice explanation about the problems and the research. So enlightening to the research scholar.
Sir.
It's a good thing.
Sir.
Can we start, sir?
Yeah. Start.
First of all, I pray to Param Pujya Sri Maharaj Ji. Good afternoon to distinguished and esteemed academicians gathered here from throughout the country. I am delighted to present the valedictory speech of 1 week online faculty development program FDP on research methodology with scientific tools RMST conducted during 1st March to 5th March 2021. We all know research in the systematic and objective process of gathering, recording and analysis data for taking appropriate and meaningful decision. It connotes patience and study scientific investment wherein the researcher takes a more careful look at data to discover all that could be known more deeply about the subject under study, applied research, facilities, managerial decision making and reduce uncertainty. To keep pace with the recent advancement in any discipline, one has to well versed with the latest development in research methodology. Keeping in view the importance of research methodology, this FDP on research methodology with scientific tools, which was conducted. In the first session, Professor Vishant Gehlot, Manasvi University, Rajasthan, delivered his talk on the topic how to remove plagiarism. In his talk, he discussed the different aspects of plagiarism and he also advised academicians to take the suitable measures to avoid the plagiarism. In the second session, he had again Professor Vishant Gehlot, who delivered his talk on intellectual property right, IPR. In the session, he has covered various aspects of IPR like patents, copyright, trademarks, etc. In the third session, Professor A.K. Malik, B.K. Birla Institute of Technology, Pilani, delivered his view on research methodology. Fourth session, Professor Kulwant Singh, Manipal University, Jaipur, shared his experience with all of us in his talk on how to write a good research paper in fourth session. On the final day, we have Professor T.C. Panda, Ravana Shah University, Cuttack. Today he explained us how to write a good project in order to get funds from government agencies. I hope that you all have taken advantage of the session and in future also you. Like, we will take care of all the facts. Here I want to bring it to your knowledge that in this FDP, we had around 380 participants from each corner of the country. I am very thankful to you for the support you all have provided in spite of certain technical issues. This is not end of the FDP, but we will meet again in next FDP on some other important topics. So please stay connected. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now, sir, which sir, आप कुछ अपने word बोलेंगे, sir?
Yes, why not? Why not? Good evening, all. It's my great pleasure. I'm here to give the validity session. And session was the research methodology with the scientific tools. This was the 1 to 5 March FDP program. Various experts have given the different views, and it was a very tremendous utilization for those people are looking for the research, and it is a quality research. Different experts have given how to write research papers, how to make patent, and how to register for the copyright for the different issues. And they clear the confusion about their minds, and there is a things how to happen in the right manner, because the research writing is not a tedious task. Only it's a matter of the how to do this task in the systematic manner. Different experts have given, like the Dr. Vishal Gehlot, Banasthali University. There are 2 sessions, and he's given the good knowledge about the research paper, plagiarism, etc. Because what we are writing, ideas should be unique, then it will be matter will be published in the reputed journal like the Scopus, SCI and UGC, correct, right? Second, A.K. Malik, Dr. A.K. Malik, Kulwant Singh, and last is the Dr. T.C. Panda. A tremendous explanation, tremendous section, very enthusiastic session for the research scholar. And it was a very interactive for the research scholar. Different query have solved by the expert, and it is a matter of pride So Shirawatpura Sarkari University organized this FDP program for the research scholar, and hope it will be continued for the research coming time for the research scholar, and it will be beneficial for the university also. Thank you, Doctor.